What's up, everyone, and welcome to, what was it again? Jon Teaches Ola.
Yeah,
whatever.
Something like that.
This is Jon Björk, incredible guitar teacher. In my opinion, one of Sweden's better guitar players out there. I said better just to be political, because there are really a lot of other great guitar players out there.
I don't think you can really put a label on anything like that.
No,
it's subjective.
He's just really fucking good. Let's just say that. So the point with this video is that Jon is my guitar teacher. He's going to teach me stuff, and you can get in on that. And all these exercises that we're doing in these videos are available in the description of this video. So you can download guitar profiles, and you can tag along on this exercise that we're going to do today. And our guitars are tuned to standard E, so it's really easy to just tag along, I would say.
Yeah.
So what's up? What are we doing today?
Hybrid picking.
Shit.
Yeah. It's a pretty simple sequence and a good one to start with if you're new to hybrid picking. And we're only going to use, this finger.
I'm good with that. What is hybrid picking?
Hybrid picking is when you use one of these three fingers.
Right.
In conjunction with your pick.
So it means that because I know a lot of people, they hold their guitar pick with more than one of these fingers.
Yeah.
That's a problem when you hybrid pick.
Yeah, because basically you're robbing yourself of one finger. So
possibilities.
Yeah, whatever finger you have left.
But it's going to be easier if you just hold your guitar pick with your thumb and your pointing finger.
Yeah, exactly. Because this finger, most people have no problem using this finger. It gets harder when it comes to this finger, and the pinky is very hard for most people.
Right.
But to get the technique right, it's important to get the sort of positioning right. I have slightly longer nails on the finger, these three fingers.
The kickoff finger, the ring finger, and the pinky.
Yes, but you don't really need to have any type of fingernail, I've found. I know Marshall Harrison, amazing hybrid picker, I don't think he has any nails at all. And it's basically just calluses on the fingertip. Because the whole idea here is to get quite a soft sound when you hybrid picks, because you don't want it to, it's not chicken picking like, it's not that kind of where you really slap the strings. It's rather a way to start the next string without people noticing you're actually changing strings. If you have a bit of a nail though, it's good to get the actual string in contact with both the fingertip on the side here and a bit of the nail as well. So you get both nail and fingertip.
Okay, so I don't have any nails at all. So I'll just push so it's basically touching both nail and skin.
Yeah, like this. It's on the side, so it's not like here. It's more like where the nail meets the...
Right.
And from the get-go, it's a good idea to really try to hold the dynamics back, because one of the easiest things to do with this is to really overpick.
And like pop.
Exactly.
Like bass popping.
Exactly. And you get stuck in the string. And then, that's a cool sound as well, but that's not what we're after here. So... And also make sure you find the position where you're comfortable with having the pick on the actual string. So I'm having the pick on the D string here in contact with the string, and also positioning my finger here below the G string, like that. So, and you should find an angle that feels normal, and also preferably an angle that you don't have to be like set it up and do anything like that. So you have to like.
So it's going to be easy to just.
Exactly.
Do like
exactly. So
exactly.
Basically, try to make the technique fit your hand positioning that you already have, because it's not good with any technique if you need to set it up like you have to like...
you have to switch your technique
just
to be able to play hybrid.
It's like this big setup thing, because you want to be able to use this whenever you want, not have to plan for it that much. So, and a good exercise then to get going with this is to basically, you want to play only open strings, so no left hand.
Okay.
And the idea here is you will hear if you do it correctly or not, because you want to, we're going to play the D and G string like this.
Yeah.
But when I play the D string, I'm already resting here, planting the finger on the G string.
Okay, yeah.
And then once I play the G string, I plant my pick again.
Yes.
So if you do this correctly, we'll have a super tiny overlap. Like this.
Okay.
So if you
I have the first part done right, but as soon as I'm plucking with my long finger, getting back to resting the pick on the D string is really hard.
But if you just do it a bit slower and really try to relax when you do it, because that's a very important thing, because it's so easy to try to control things by tensing up, and then it works even worse. So if I put on the distortion here, you hear a slight overlap, but it's not.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So if you can do this, and generally like 90% of the time, only one string is ringing. And also it might be, do you have your pick angle? Is it really
Yeah, my pick
flat?
angle sucks.
Yeah.
It's, but yes.
You need to find a place where this works for your technique.
Exactly.
So, and I don't think that's, you know.
I mean, I can feel it. But I just need to practice it, obviously.
Of course. And this is something you can definitely do to a metronome, and just play quarter notes. You would go like.
Just how to learn how to plant the pick.
Yeah, exactly. And be really relaxed with this motion, because again, when you use it in like in more of a phrase, you want to have the technique to already be there, effortless. So, and of course, this is not the only thing you're going to practice with hybrid picking, but it's a really good start, because if you can't do this, you're going to have a really hard time
getting it fast.
Yeah, and also applying it to where you have to think about left-hand stuff and all this kind of things.
Yep.
So, and this is like a perfect thing that you can do. You know, of course, if that's not, you know, obvious, but do it on all string groups. You would do it on E and A and D, and so on.
Yeah.
And if you have a 7-string or 8-string, add those as well.
Right.
And this is like the perfect in front of the TV exercise.
Yeah.
And again, you only need the right hand to do this, or left hand if you're a lefty. But anyway, so that's the first part, and that if you get that right, you're really on your way with this technique. Okay. And actually, most hybrid picked phrases, you don't really sit there and go like between two strings a lot. It's mainly, you know, a string change here and there. So what I'm doing here.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing much, right?
Effortless.
But you could also do this with picking it, but it's easier to get this blended sound with legato when you get the hybrid picking right.
Yeah, I need to practice that shift.
The actual exercise or sequence I want to show you here is a pentatonic one, or actually a 2-note per string one. You can use it in, you know, anything. It doesn't have to be pentatonic. But let's just do it in the day 1 position here. So just the A minor pentatonic.
Yeah.
The actual sequence then is going to be consist of 6 notes. It's going to be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then do that on each string group.
And every time you play the next string, it's with.
Yeah. I'm going to go through the whole thing, but that's just the overview of it, right?
Okay.
So we're going to start with a downstroke, then a pull off, and then another downstroke. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, down, pull off, down.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. And then the next 3 notes, 4, 5, and 6, is going to be the actual technical term for this finger. It's not the fuck off finger, but it's the M finger.
So, no, it's the fuck off finger. From now on, it's the fuck off finger.
So when you look,
but M.
When you look in the Guitar Pro, it's not going to say fuck off.
Okay.
It's too long. It's just going to say M.
Okay.
And that's from classical guitar. So
I'll buy
basically,
that.
this would be P, I, M, A, and this would be C.
Okay.
So we're kind of using the same terminology here. But anyway, so we're going to have M, down, M. That's the last 3 notes. Yeah, so that's the only hybrid part. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to connect the groups. So in this case, it's 16-note triplets. So you're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. So that would be a downstroke. And then once we're here, exactly the same right hand picking. And the only thing is different here is that we instead of playing 4-1 here, we're gonna play, you know, apply it to the shape. So yeah. So basically you keep going like that. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All the way up. Perfect.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's almost like I practiced this. Yeah. But you can hear there's still, I need to practice slower because it wasn't that even right there. when I
Yeah,
played it.
but you know, this happens to me as well. So I need to, you know,
Yeah.
generally when I practice, I don't sit there like, well,
Yeah.
try to go for it. I'm basically listening, trying to relax, and, you know, really being conscious of how things feel and how they sound and all that stuff.
Yeah.
The speed is, you know, it's really a byproduct of getting all this stuff right.
Yeah.
So
we're up here now.
yeah, so the descending version will be pretty much the same. And you can, I do this differently sometimes where I actually pick more on the descending version, but I'm gonna just show it now in like the closest version of the ascending part, right? So basically, so we're gonna have a downstroke, because that's where we ended up. And we're gonna be down, pull off, down. And since we have a pull off here, you can really do 2 downstrokes without any problem because you have 1 note in between.
Yeah.
So you don't need to be very efficient at all.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6. So exactly. So we're gonna have M down, pull off. M down, pull off. Yeah, exactly. And then we're gonna end up with a downstroke again, and then we do exactly the same thing. So. And here's where I usually pick more sometimes, where I go, actually pick this instead.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's actually a point to consider, because if you pick more, you can, you know, change the sort of the timbre of the whole thing.
Yes.
And get a more aggressive sound if you
Exactly.
want, and tailor that to what you like in the situation. So.
Right.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, sorry. I'm cheating.
Yeah. And also you might think like, well, you know, what's the point of hybrid picking? Because, you know, I could pick this and whatever. Yeah, most stuff you can pick, but it's a different feel, I found.
Yeah.
Because it sort of sounds more labored.
I mean, there's
most
so
of the
many
time.
guitar players out there that have built their whole technique
Yeah.
regarding like hybrid picking.
Yeah.
You know, like what's his face, like Tom Quayle and the
Oh,
guys.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they're like all over the place
Yeah.
when it comes to that's. You see it; it's so effortless,
Yeah.
and they incorporate it everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
And it seems like it's very, you know, it's so much into their system already.
Yeah, yeah.
And,
But that's because it's actually fairly easy once
Yeah.
you get going with it.
Yeah.
I know you can make it super advanced, of course, if you want. But Tom Quayle, and he said this himself, and I love his playing. But most of the stuff that he does is mainly using the M finger when it comes to
just as an extra.
Yeah, exactly. Just to help
Because-
with transitioning to this ring.
Because I come from the school of John Petrucci,
Yeah.
and that's alternate picking
Oh, yeah, yeah.
at all times.
Yeah.
So this is fairly new to me with this hybrid
Yeah.
picking. So if you really get it into your playing, that it's really going to be good for you. Like
Yeah,
it's going to save
but
you a
it's
lot of
gonna-
time, a
yeah,
lot of
yeah,
effort.
Exactly, and I had a period when I started playing way back in the 90s where I was like, oh yeah, you should alternate pick everything because that's harder. So I remember trying to play like blues
Yeah.
licks like that and try to pick everything. It sounded like
Yeah.
shit, right? Because
Yeah.
it was like, that's better somehow, but it's not. So all that stuff like cheating or whatever, that's total bullshit in my opinion. And it's, you know, if it sounds good, it is good. And if
Yes.
it's easy to play as well, that's awesome.
Shit, someone needs to practice. Awesome.
And just to finish this off, make sure that you try this, you know, in all positions
Yeah.
of the pentatonic.
Yeah.
But also you can do it. I use diminished here, for example. So it's basically
Exactly.
it's this thing. Yeah, exactly. And also, the good thing about the hybrid picking stuff is that it's actually not any more difficult to do string skipping than what it is to play just on
right.
negation strings. So you can just keep it to the pentatonic shape again, but instead of going to, we're gonna go,
Right.
yeah, so. Yeah. So it's like really easy to do that, and you sort of get that, just by practicing the other thing. It's really easy to just pop into that thing.
Shit.
Make sure that whenever you learn a sequence like this, apply it to other things. So this thing that we did, try it in different tonalities, work on different arpeggios, different shapes, whatever, that uses the same right hand pattern. Because if you worked on that, it's kind of a waste to only use it in one situation. Really make sure that you do it in all 5 positions, I'd say.
Right.
And do it slowly.
Yes.
And then that should be a really good start for your hybrid picking. And also, you might get some blisters here.
On your finger.
Yeah. So it's to avoid that.
If you're not used to doing this,
yeah, exactly.
it's time to get used to it.
But also, it's easy to avoid that if you limit the practice to maybe 5-10 minutes, and then you ramp it up until when you start getting So because it sucks if you get a blister and then you can't use it for a while.
Thank you so much, Jon. That was amazing. Jon has a website, Guitar Techniques, both on Instagram and Patreon. He also has his own YouTube channel where he shares where he shares a bunch of lessons and all that. You can become a Patreon. He has a shit ton of different 10-minute challenges, and I think they're fucking amazing. That's why I wanted Jon to be here, because he is an amazing teacher, and I've learned quite a lot just from these past months. So I'm just really happy to. I just recommend you guys to check it out because it's definitely worth it. And that's it. The exercise is available in Guitar Pro format in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Jon, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.